now. All right, so good evening. Well, I'm sorry. Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to our The Road to $50,000 Starts Here Compensation Plan Overview. I am your hostess, Janice Parker, and just want to share with you a lot of information in a short period of time so that you understand the compensation plan. But one of the things that I like to do, y'all, is I like to start, with the basics. I like to start with you not only understanding your compensation plan, but how it's actually written into, and most people, don't necessarily look at it that way, but it's written into your presentation. Like the compensation plan is written into your presentation. And so let's dive straight into some information here this morning. Gonna minimize that one. We're gonna share. We're gonna share. I'm gonna share this one. Right. All right, and so I want to give a great big shout out to those of you who are already on: Miss Dorothy, Rhonda, Sharonica, always in the house. Miss Suzette, Tammy, Miss Velma. We've got 757-739, welcome, and Paul Foote, welcome. Okay, so let's go into the compensation plan, and I'm gonna start your training there, right here. All right, so let's dive straight into that now. In the presentation, we asked the question, what's right for you? Because what's right for you is going to be totally up to you. Now, for those of you who are not familiar, our Vortex product is what we like to call a one-point product. And of course, you can understand in a presentation what a Vortex actually is. Let's see. Hi, Ty. All right, fantastic. Thank you, Ms. Velma. And then our membership is also a one-point product, right? And then our platinum is a two-point product. Now, this is, I'm going to put this like this. This is the US and Canada, right? This is the US and Canada. Now, for our international markets, however, it's a little bit different. For our international markets family, they actually have two products. They don't have three products, they have two. The first is the Vortex, and internationally, right, that product is a one-point product. And their second product is called the Vortex Special. And what it does is it combines the membership with the Vortex, right? So they get both products. Now, we don't get both products until we purchase a platinum for the $477. They actually get both products for $277. It is a two-point product. So the Vortex Special is a two-point product. So technically, like, our Vortex Platinum is the equivalent of their Vortex Special. Two reasons why it's less. One, internationally, a lot of the countries can't afford to pay the exchange rate of what $477 means in their country. So the company bought it down, $100. And then because they don't have the travel agency, they bought it down another $100. So that makes the two-point product very affordable in those markets. Does that make sense? So that becomes, so that you understand that. So when I start talking about 1 point and 2 points, you understand exactly what I actually mean when I say that. So let's start. Let's start here. Let's start with your first 30 days. Let's start with, and I'm going to log in from my phone to make sure that I see what you see. Okay. All right, so let's start here. So if this is you, and we'll use Ty, we'll use you for an example in this particular case. When Ty gets started, right, Ty has 3 timed benchmarks. 3. All of us, all right? So your first one is 8 days. The whole goal in your first 8 days to enroll any product, 1 point or 2 point, 3 people that purchase any one of our products, if they do that within the first 8 days, so whether they purchase a 1 point product, somebody else purchases a 2 point, somebody else purchases a 1 point, either way, guys, either way, I am not streaming, Miss Velma. No, I'm not. But I am recording. So Ty brings on 3 of any sales. You do that within 8 days, Ty. So if you got started today, you have till next Friday. So today starts day 1. Tomorrow is day 2. It's really 7 days starting tomorrow, 8 days including today. You get those 3 on board and you have a $150 fast start bonus. And if you're in the United States, they're going to pay you $15 for this one, $30 for this one, and $15 for this one. So if you would earn an additional either $45 all the way up to $90, because if they all came in at the 2-point product, you would get $30. And if they come in at the 1-point product, you would get $15. Now, in our international markets, it's $15 no matter what they come in at. Okay, so it's $15. So and that has to do with the fact that you know, they're not taking in $477, they're taking in $277 USD. But so the ability in your first 8 days, family, is to help your new person earn anywhere from $195 to $240. That will be the $150 plus either $45 or $90 or anywhere in between. Does that make sense? So in this particular case, Ty would end up with $210 because he has, you know, $60 here and then $150. So anywhere from $195 to $240. So a brand new person has the ability to earn that in their first 8 days. Now, what that does, think about it. And the reason you want to get people out of the block very quickly, if they purchase the 177 product, right? If they purchase the 177 product, they've got their money back and a profit. If they purchase the 277 product, they've got 80% of their money back, right? If they land here, they've got darn near 95% back. But if they purchase the platinum, the 477 product, they've got half of their investment back. And that's a big deal for people. So remember, you don't have a rep until your rep has a check. Okay, so you want to make sure that you hurry up and get them a check. So that's benchmark number 1. That one is timed. Now, for the record, do you have to have those first 3 persons to make you 3 and free? So this is the other thing that it does. Those first 3 persons, no matter what level they come in at, will make you 3 and free. They will also, in that, you know, whether you do it in 8 days, guys, or whether you do it in 2 years, the moment you have 3 active sales, you are 3 and free. And so the $59.95 per month fee, the moment you get those 3, this fee is obliterated. It goes away. So as long as those 3 are active, the fee goes away. Well, how do you make sure you never have to worry about the fee? Don't stop at 3. Because you and I know we're dealing with humans. And so one of these humans is going to have a situation in life, whether it's a demotion or a promotion, where it's a hiring or a firing, where they're going to say, I can't do this right now. So you never stop at the company's minimums. Write that down. If you understand this, if you never understand anything else, never let the company's minimums be your maximums. Never let the company's minimums be your maximum. So the way you make sure you stay 3 and free, don't stop at 3. That's how you do that. Because understand something, we are working with numbers, and Paul and I have worked in sales for forever, and we know that it's cold, hard math. There is nothing personal. There is nothing emotional about mathematics. It is what it is. And so if you understand that, and you understand that it's a numbers game out the gate, right? Then you don't get your britches in a bunch if one of those people quit, because you already know one of them are going to quit. So Sharonica, you know, we talked about this Saturday, the rule of 1/3. So as you build your business, right, you need to understand the rule of 1/3. And it says that 1/3 of the people that you bring on your team are going to quit. It doesn't mean they're going to quit forever, but for some reason they're going to have to stop, whether it's a lack of money, or maybe they got a promotion on their job and they feel like, I'm not going to travel that much anymore, or I can't build the business, or whatever they were doing, and they're going to quit. But most of them circle what? Back. Some of them are going to incubate. These are going to be the people kind of like myself. When I first got started, even though I was building, Sharonica, I was incubating because I was still trying to figure out, is this the right company? Because I had gone from one company to another company. I brought friends with me, and I had to be sure that I was sure. So I incubated. Even though I was kind of grooving a little bit, I wasn't grinding yet. And then some of them are going to catch fire, right? And this is what I caught after I incubated. But understand something, Vaughn did not give up on me with that incubation period. But I will tell you guys, don't do that. Because the only reason I was able to go on and hit the $50,000 bonus, which we're going to talk about in a minute, is because the company did a reset and everybody got a day zero on June 26, 2017. But had they not done that, I wasted so much time incubating that it was too late for me to run for the $50,000 bonus when I finally got my head out of the sand. Does that make sense? So the rule of 1/3 says somebody's going to quit, somebody's going to incubate, somebody's going to be set on fire. So the way to stay 3 and free, understand the mathematics, right? It's kind of like the law of gravity. It is what it is you don't stop at 3. But that's a whole nother training. Now, so that's your first benchmark. Now, your second benchmark, guys, is 30 days. The second benchmark is 30 days. So hopefully you're taking copious notes or taking pictures of the screen. I'm recording it either way so you can relook at it. But in your first 30 days, you have 2 benchmarks. 2. One is to get to team builder. And the second one is to earn a $1,000 bonus. And everything that I'm talking about, unless I make a distinction, includes international markets, and it includes, the United States and Canada market. So inside of your first 30 days, okay, the company, and I'm going to talk about option 2 first. I'm going to talk about that first. The company says, you let us help you onboard 7 2-point products, right? 7 2-point products. So you guys know that's the Vortex Special internationally, and that is the Vortex Platinum here in the US. So you onboard 7 2-point products, okay? That company will pay you, right? The company will pay you not only $15 per person internationally, $30 per person here, plus a $1,000 bonus for getting it done in 30 days, not 31 days, not 32 days, 30 days or what? Or less, 30 days or less. And so if this is you right here, you have the ability to earn that in your first 30 days. Tashana Richardson earned it in her first 7 days. Crystal Abdul earned it in her first 6 days. So you don't have to take 30 days. Does that make sense? These people are on a mission to get somewhere, and so they're running for it in a very, very quick fashion. So that's going to happen inside of your first 30 days. Well, a couple of things that happen on the way, and this is why I want to talk about it first, is that once you had those 6 points, so make a note of this, in your first 6 days, you can become a team builder. 30 days, you can become a team builder with 6 points. Any 6 points. It doesn't matter if they're 2-point products or 6 1-point products or some combination. Only within your first 30 days can you become a team builder with 6 points. This becomes very important if you're already in the business and you're bringing people in, that they understand that in that first 30 days and that first 30 days only, can you become a team builder with 6 points. Now, when you become a team builder, that's where the unlimited $1,000 bonuses, the unlimited $10,000 bonuses happen. That's where the $50,000 bonus happens, okay? But so when you go out and get these 7 platinum sales in your first 30 days, or 7 Vortex Special sales, 2-point sales, in your first 30 days, by default, you become a team builder. And what happens is, now I'm just going to fast forward and then come back. When you are a team builder, okay, when you are a team builder, every 7 platinum sales, right, pays you $1,000. Every 7, that's the unlimited $1,000 bonuses that you have when you're a team builder. And every 14 points is what it boils down to. So it could be 14 1-point products, half, a third 2-point products, and the other 2/3 1-point product. It doesn't matter. 14 points. But for the sake of this, our examples today, we're going to talk about every 7 will pay you $1,000. So if you bring in a 1-point product, you need 2 of those for the same thing that 1 2-point product does, the same qualification, right? So what the company does in your first 30 days is they comp you. So, and this is the only time it will happen. So the only time you can get comped for these first 3 to count towards your first $1,000 with the 4 that you bought into your team builder group. Because remember, only the team builder can earn a $1,000 bonus. So in your first 30 days, what they say is this: if you go ahead and get all 7 out the gates, even though you needed 7 once you hit team builder to get a $1,000 bonus, we're gonna let you count these 3 twice. You're going to count them to get the team builder, and we're going to let you count them for your $1,000 bonus as well. So you're allowed to use those 3 twice, because technically, after you got those 3, you needed 7, but they're comping you the first 3. That's the only time it's going to happen, is in your first 30 days. So you can't come back and say, hey, I've just got my 7th person, I'm 40 days in. That's fantastic, but now you still need to get 3 more, because them comping you the first 3 ended on your 30th day. They're not, you guys got that? If you got it, let me know, say I got it. If you got it, put it in the chat, let me know you got it, because I want to make sure everybody's clear on this before I cover Team Builder after 30 days. All right, I'm looking at the chat. If you got it, let me know you got it. Okay, Mike Navarro, he's got it. Wonderful. Thank you, Mike. All right, so so that's okay. Sharonica's got it. Thank you very much. So that's that first benchmark. Now, what happens, okay, if you don't have all 7, right? One girl asked me, she said, well, what if I have some of the 2-point products, but I actually don't have all 7, and a couple of them are 1-point products? Then it just does not, you get paid for them, but it just does not count. Velma's got it, Sylvia's got it, Tammy's got it, Suzette's got it. All right, Rhonda and Dwight, fantastic. Okay, so now what happens in your first 30 days if you don't have all 7 of them as platinums? It's okay, because you could have a 1-point product, a 2-point product, a 2-point product, a 1-point product, and another what? 2, 4. So you could have those 6 points, right? You could have those 6 points, with a combination of the 1-point and the 2-point product, or you could have those 6 points with all 1-point products. Either way, you just became a team builder, because what does it take? 6 points, no matter how you bring them in, to become a team builder. Your goal is, just by any means necessary, you want to hit team builder by your 30th day. But what happens if you were an incubator, right? And you weren't running that fast, or maybe you were working, but it just didn't pan out that way for you? Can I still be a team builder? Well, the answer to the question is actually yes. The answer to that question is yes. It's just a different road to hoe, or a long road to hoe, as grandmother said. But to make your life simpler, the company says, you know what? We'll let your team help you get to team builder when you are 31 days plus. So once you're beyond those 31 days and you did not get let's just say you did not get your 6 points within your 30 days. Now what you go for is 14 points. But it's not 14 points by yourself. And this is part of the comp plan I love, because if I looked at it and said, oh my gosh, 14 points and I got to do them all by myself, that would be very, very difficult. But the company says, no, not so. So let's just say you had a 1-pointer, you had a 2-pointer, you had another 2-pointer, you just never got that 6 point before the 30th day. And now you're on day 31, okay? What the company says is that as long as you at least bring in 3 of the 2-point products, as long as you at least bring in 3 of those 2-point products, then they will let the work that you help your downline to do as your team builder, and you begin to help them to get 3 and free, they will let the work of your downline, 2, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. So it won't just be you getting you to the 14 points. So you could, as long as you bring in those 3 2-pointers yourself, they count, that's 6 points. This one is 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 points. Voila, you are a team builder. All of these are in your fast start team, which I'll explain what that means to you in just a second. All of these are in your fast start team, but the power of it is the teamwork that help you to get there. And just FYI, you match, right? You match on every personal sale whether it's in your, that you actually personally recruit. So those people in your Fast Start team are very, very important to you. So does everybody understand the 6 points versus the 14? Because we want to move on now to understanding the teams that you have in your organization. Okay, so let's move on to that now. All right, let's see. All right, Ty does. Fantastic. Okay, so now let's look at, now let's talk about your team. So this is you, okay? Let's just say this is Paul, okay? This is you. Now, when you first get started, remember, in those first 30 days, we really like you to get those first 6 points, whether it's 3 people or 6, doesn't matter, in your first 30 days so that you can be you're a team builder. And so for the sake of this example, we're going to assume that's what happened. That each of these were 2-point products, right? And that made you a team builder. So as far as teams are concerned, and let's say, Paul, this is your support team here, your support team leader, your team builder right here, the person that brought you in, they're a team builder already. The first 3 people that you enroll are not in your team builder group. Why? Because you were not a team builder when you got started. You become a team builder once you acquire either 6 points in your first 30 days or 14 points whenever thereafter. So those people fall in your uplines team builder group. Now, why is that advantageous for them? Because if it's people that you really care about, that you want them to really run and win, the upline team builder probably has more information that they can help them with. But by the same token, those 3 made you a team builder. You match on their income. Also, they count towards your company car, and we're going to cover that in just a moment. So now Paul is a team builder. At the juncture that Paul got these first 3 here, and you get commissions on those, right? He became a team builder. So now that's his Fast Start team. Now on this side, we're talking about his team builder team. And this is the team where you actually start to earn the unlimited $1,000 bonuses. So some people, ask the question, well, those first 3, I don't earn $1,000 bonuses on those. No, you don't. They are coded to your upline team builder. Well, how do they benefit me? Because they count, you match on their income, so you want them to grow because what they earn, certain parts of their income you earn. But by the same token, they begin to count towards the car. So let's talk about positions really, really, really quickly. Let's talk about positions really quick. Team builder requires what? 6 or 14 points, depending on if you get it in 30 or 31 plus days. Now, in order to become what we call a regional builder, all right, a regional builder has 70 points. Now, any combination of 70 points or 35 2-point products, however you get them, doesn't matter, that makes you a regional builder. You can only get those points in your team builder group. So these here, anything that they're doing is counting towards your car and you're matching on it, but it doesn't count in your team builder side because it's on your Fast Start side. To get to national builder is 210 points. 210 points. Now, 210 points could be 105 2-point product sales or any combination. Because it's points, it could be 1-point products or 2-point products. So remember, here we're counting points. It's not necessarily people unless all 210 of those people paid the 1-point product, which is fine, doesn't matter. Now, but once you get here, as you start to move towards your car, ooh, it looks better than that, y'all. I hope so anyway. As you start to move towards your car, now there's a merger of the Fast Start team numbers and the team builder team numbers, because to hit marketing director, they let you count everybody on your Fast Start side, everybody on your team builder side. So let's just say this side of the team has grown to 160 people, right? And on this side, you've got, I don't know, let's just say they were all 177. You got 210 people. Now there's a merger and your total number of people on your team is 370 people. Well, to be a marketing director and get the car is 500 people, not points. So 500 persons on your team, not points. So that's why they can merge the people, which we're not counting as points, on your fast start team with the people that did count as points to get you to national builder on your team builder side. That 160 in this example and 210 in this example comes together. Now you got 370 if we assume all of those to national builder were 1 point products. Never going to happen, but now you've got 370 of those 500 people. So this side is equally as important. Why? Because those people can get you to your car just like the people on your team builder side. There's a merger of those. So understanding the point system and then understanding the people or the person counting system, you recognize that both teams have their importance. But on the team builder side, for that immediate income, that immediate influx of income, right, that is where you're going to spend 80% of your time. Now you'll support and assist your fast start team. You're going to support or assist them guys the other 20% of your time, but you just spend 80% of your time in your team builder group. Why? Because your upline, right? Your upline is actually going to be working hand in hand, right? They're going to be working hand in hand with your fast start team because they fell in their team builder group. So let's make sure. So now what we want to do. All right, so let's go back to, I guess we'll start it here. No, we won't start it there. All right, so let's talk about, all of this is if you're an SBA. So let's talk about why this is actually the perfect business, okay? Because when you are looking at this particular platform, the things that you have for $10, because whether you buy the 177, 277, or 477, when you add the $10, everything that we're talking about, this is how you got that. So your business can be open in the United Kingdom while you're sleeping in the United States, or vice versa. So you got a business that's open 24 hours a day, unlimited residual income, get paid to do what you're doing. You have multiple streams of actual income. There's no experience that's required, no employees to actually manage, travel at wholesale prices, unlimited potential income, and the step-by-step training. So when you get started as an SBA, we've covered your fast start bonus. This is what it looks like on some of our older slides. So when you get started as an SBA, right, remember you got your first 3, you are in the 3 and free club, and now you get your next 4, and that's what paid you that $1,000 bonus. We covered that. So that's what it actually looks like. You have 3 over here that made you 3 and free, paid you $150 bonus if you did it in your first 8 days, counting the day you got started. And then guys, I see messages in the chat. Hold on. All right, so I'm going to pause because somebody asked the question. Is it correct to assume that if you don't make the fast start, your first 7 gets your team builder, and those 7 count to your 500 people? Everybody counts to your 500 people, no matter whether you got the fast start or not. Everybody under you counts towards those 500 and your free Dodge Charger or your free Dodge Challenger. So every single one of them. So to answer your question, Mike, so it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter if you incubated or came out the gate on fire. Everybody counts. So that's how, guys, you get your first $1,000 bonus. Now, Now that you're in your team builder network, remember these three, right? These counted up to, and let's just say this is your upline team builder here. These three are coded in their team builder group. Ergo, they're going to spend 80% of their time building the left side of your business or your fast start team because it's in their team builder group. You, however, you're going to spend 80% of your time working in your team builder group. Why? Because this is where your bread and butter happens to be. So your first three got you 3 and free, made you a team builder in this particular example. And again, guys, if you're international, it's not $30 over here, it's $15, okay? And if you're international, it's you're going to earn $20 override for everybody that joins your team. If you personally recruit them internationally, you earn 15. So it's on this side, it's not 30, 50 for you, it's 35. Okay, so but everything else applies. So let's just say this is you, Ty. You've got your first 4 here. Now this is where the magic begins. Remember this right here, 3 and free. If you're 3 and free, your team is going to want to be the same thing. They're going to want to be what? 3 and free. As a matter of fact, you want them to be 3 and free. And until they have their 4th person, like you had your 3 here, and Michael is your number 4, right? Let me erase a little bit of this. Okay. So this is your 4th person here. And we're assuming that everybody in this example gets the team builder with 3. Right? We're going to assume that everybody hits team builder with 3. So just like this was your 1, 2, 3, and Michael is your 4th, the moment Michael gets 1, 2, and 3, and he's a team builder, then he gets his 4th, everything I'm telling you will happen for you just like it happened for Michael, just like it happened for you. Does that make sense? So this is a level playing field. Nobody starts here. Everybody starts right here. So what you start to do is work on getting your team members 3 and free. And we may do a Zoom webinar, a Facebook Live online travel party, an in-home travel party, a library travel party. I don't care where we do it. I've done it outside of a lady who owned a funnel truck company, and it was raining under an umbrella. I've done it. I don't care. Whatever it takes to get you 3 and free is what we're going to do. So once Michael has his first 3, Michael is 3 and free. So remember, when you're 3 and free, that $59.95 goes away. And I've been in companies where no matter what, you had to continue making payments over and over and over. What company lets you get out of paying them with just 3 sales and then pays you $150 if you do it fast in 8 days? That's bananas to me. So now Michael is 3 and free. But what's happening is, every time 7 people fall in your team builder network, you're going to earn $1,000. Now remember, we're talking about 2-point products in this example. So if you get somebody who paid for a 1-point product, you know you need another one to equal the one that's a 2-point product. So we're just talking about the 2-point products here in this example. So now Michael is 3 and free. He's a team builder. But you have 3 people counting towards your $1,000 bonus in your team builder network. So if Michael sponsors number 4, let me ask you guys this question and see if you understand. If Michael sponsors his number 4, does his number 4 fall in your team builder network? When Michael hits team builder and now he brings on his 4th person, does his 4th person fall in your team builder network? Yes or no? Let me hear you in the chat. Yes or no? Does his 4th person? All right, so Mike says no. All right, who else? What do you guys? What do you guys think? Let me get 3 or 4 people. See what you guys think. He sponsors his 4th person after he hit team builder. Does it count in your team builder group? Michael says no. Is Michael right, or do you have a different answer? No in his team builder group. All right, Rhonda says no. What do you guys think? Does that fall in your team builder group? No. Excellent. Let me ask you this question. Does it count towards your car? Does it count towards your car? Yes. Very good, Sylvia. Awesome. All right, so y'all got it. Fantastic. Yes, 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 yes. Very good, guys. All right, so now, forward towards your $1,000 bonus. 3 towards your $1,000 bonus. Brittany, okay. Oops, wait. Let me go back. So he did it this way. No, he's right. All right, so let me go back. So Michael, Brittany, Deborah, and Jorge, and then Michael's first 3 are 7 in your team builder group. So that paid you a $1,000 bonus, because in this example, we're assuming that those first 4, you did not get your $1,000 bonus. We're just showing you both sides. That's what this is. So Michael brought on his 3. That's your 7th one, $1,000 bonus. Brittany brings on 1. Deborah brings on 3. She's 3 and free. Jorge brings on 3. So now that's 7 more that fell in your team builder network, but you did not personally recruit anybody else. Y'all see that? So now you just earned another what? $1,000 bonus. You continue to do the same thing. And what's the magic? The magic to Surge 365 is very simple. Get everybody 3 and free. Get everybody 3 and free, and to team builder, whichever comes second. Because not everybody's going to come in to get Michael 3 and free at a 2-point product. They may come in at a 1-point product. Remember, we need another one to be the value of 2 points. So Michael may take 14 people to get to team builder. We don't know, but each one of them falls in your team builder network. You guys got that? But you get people to 3 and free or to team builder, whichever comes second. So now, so one on Michael's team gets 3. He's 3 and free, right? One on Brittany's team gets 3. They're 3 and free. And then Jorge has sponsors his, one of his guys sponsor their first to get towards 3 and free. 3 and 1 is 7. You just earned another $1,000 bonus. You're not doing all the work. Now, can you go out and recruit your heart out? I did. I suggest you do the same thing. But understand that you can help your team get 3 and free and create those same bonuses. So Coach Tomer says once you got maybe 10, 12 people, 15 people on your front line, there's no reason for you to be working in a cold market when you can be working in their warm market. Because when you're helping them to get 3 and free, you're never making a cold call, because you're making the call that's warm to them, which makes it warm to you. Some people say, oh my gosh, I'm so scared to go out in the marketplace. Yeah, go ahead and do what you got to do to get about 10, 15, 20 wide or 25 wide, but then understand that you're working down, and that's a warm market for you. He said somebody asked him, they go buy leads? And he's like, why would you buy leads when you can get the leads of the people on your team? These people right here are your leads, because every time somebody brings in another somebody, you are going to be going to work with those somebodies, helping them to get what? 3 and free. And Paul, this goes down to infinity. So you could be 200 levels deep, earning in your team builder group, their fast start groups. Remember, their first 3 is their fast start group. To infinity, you're earning $1,000 bonuses. And so when Brittany finally gets her other 2, and it could have been 2 months down the road for her, that's 2 towards your bonus, right? She's 3 and free. So we kept working with her until she hit 3 and free, right? Then Jorge's guy goes ahead to get 2 more, and Michael's second guy gets his 3. Well, that's what? Another $1,000 bonus when he got 3 and free too. So if you understand the math, guys, every time 7 more hit your network, you earn a $1,000 bonus, and that's to infinity. So what's the secret sauce? Get everybody 3 and free or to team builder, whichever comes what? Second. Whichever comes second. If they were all 2-point products, it's going to be simultaneous. But that doesn't happen. That's a perfect world. So some people need 4 people, some people need 5, some people need all 6 to get 6 points. And in some cases, if they go past 31 days, they need all 14, right? To get to team builder. Like that part, right? Yes, we do. Now, see these guys right here? I mean, literally, if you did the math, 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 18, 21, 24, 27, 30, 33, 36 people. Guys, do you understand that if in a perfect world, all 36 of those people that have fallen down 2 levels below your front line, all 36 of those people become 3 and 3, that's 108 people on your team. That's a $10,000 bonus check in Surge 365. Just from getting those guys 3, you're well over 100. You're well over 100. But if you divide that 108 divided by 7, right? 108 divided by 7, guys, that's 15 more $1,000 bonus checks. And if you understand it, Paul, we've never recruited another soul. Now, you and I know not to build like that, but if we did, do you understand the power of driving that depth under your team? So 2 things, and Paul and I trained on this for years. When you go this way, this is your profit, right? Because the more profit centers you set up, the better. But when you're serving your team this way, this sets up your security because you have a leader backed by a leader, backed by a leader, backed by a leader, backed by a leader, right? So you don't lose anything by helping anybody else in this company. The more people you help, the more money you actually earn. And so, as you can see, it can kind of get bananas. Those checks can get bananas. And the bigger it goes this way and the more you're taking it that way, the more bonus checks you're actually earning. That is just like crazy to me. Now, once you have 100 people in your team builder network, and literally you could build to 100 persons, and this is not points, this is people. This is 100 persons in your team builder network. So not under Mike once he put in his 4th one, but under Mike's first 3, all the way down, Brittany's first 3, all the way down, Deborah's first 3, all the way down, Jorge's first 3, all the way down. You get to 100 persons. Let's just say you did that December 27th. You hold to 100 by December 31st. You hold again, make sure, because the company want to make sure you bought good business. You hold again in January. Your check is cut the 11th month after your whole month, the 11th day after your whole month. So January 11th, the company will be cutting you a check for $10,000 plus. As a matter of fact, Sharonica, one of the things that you were excited about is the fact that your $10,000 check was really a $14,000 check. And let me tell you why. Paul and Ty, you guys are new, but this is phenomenal because we've never heard of it, is that you override yourself. So if you are a regional builder, you don't get a $10,000 check. You get a $2,000 check and a $10,000 check because you overrode yourself. As a regional builder, you earn an extra $2,000 when you help someone to get to 100 and get a $10,000 check. So when you help them to get a $10,000 check, you get a $2,000 check. Well, when you get a $10,000 check, you get a $2,000 check. And when you're a national builder, Sharonica, right, like you and I, you don't just get the $2,000, you get another $2,000 plus the $10,000 check. So that is $14,000 every time you get 100 people once you hit the national builder. Once you hit the national builder platform, pretty darn decent if you ask me. Now, these bonuses right here are the U word, unlimited. This $10,000 bonus right here is the U word, unlimited. Any combination of 177s and 277s, because this is not about points, will pay you $10,000 bonuses over and over again. And that's why Sharonica has 2 counting towards, she's rounding second, third base towards her 3rd one. Guys, that's why that works so well. And what's so amazing, guys, is the fact that, you're earning all the way through. You're matching on your personal sales. Every 7 platinums or every 14 points pays you a $1,000 bonus. Plus you override your non-personal sales. Okay. You got residual income that starts at team builder. After you have 3 2-point sales, you start earning residual income. But let's talk about this $50,000 real quickly. Okay. Because you get that 100 team members, right? Remember we told you it pays you $10,000. What we did not tell you is that if you earn it within your first, if you earn that within your first 100 days, not only do you get the 10,000, you earn an extra 25,000. So let me show you, because I can show you better than I can tell you. So I'm going to show you the range, because you and I know everybody's not coming in at a 2-point product. So on your way to 100, whether people come in at a 1-point product, right, which is the 177, 277 in the US, and 177 internationally, or the 2-point product, right, because they came in at 277 internationally or 477 here, right? Let's talk to you about your income. So on your way to 100, remember, the only thing that's different in the US and internationally is over here, right? You're going to earn $1,500 because the company is paying you $15 in the US and internationally for everybody that pays 177 or 277, again, 177 and 277 in the US, 177 internationally. Over here, if it's a 2-point product in the US, they give you a $20 override, right? Now, of course, if you recruited them personally, you're actually going to earn an extra $30. But for the sake of our example, we're just going to say you never sponsor anybody after your 4th person. And so you're going to earn 2,000 here, right? 1,500 here, 2,000 here. And the only difference is that 277 product, even though it's a 2-point product, like in Trinidad, you're going to earn 1,500. Other than that, everything else is the same, right? So just that $5 difference per person. Now, on your way to 100 also, if everybody came in at a 1-point product, every 14 points would pay you a $1,000 bonus. 14 divided into 100 people is 7. So you're going to earn 7 $1,000 bonuses, ergo $7,000. But if it's a 2-point product, every 7 pays you a $1,000 bonus. 7 goes into 100 14 times. And so you're actually going to earn 14 $1,000 bonuses, $14,000. When you get to 100, every time you get to 100 and you hold for that 30 days, the company is going to pay you the $10,000 bonus. Now, this is what you can earn over and 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 over again from now on. Every 100 pays you anywhere from $18,500 to $26,000, and of course, if you subtract the 500, if you're internationally, $25,500. So every time you put 100 people on your team, Paul, Ty, Velma, Suzette, Sharonica, we earn anywhere between $18,500 to $26,000. But wait, there's more. What if you go out there and you actually get it done in 100 days? You get it done in 100 days. So starting day 1 to 100 days, you get that 100 people. I understand Letitia Beatty did that in 67 days. Tashana did it in 83 days. It took me all 100. One gentleman on my team, Maurice, 79 or 89 days, something like that, but it was under 100. So we know it can be done, right? If you grind. But if you do, they're going to pay you $5,000 a month as you maintain 100+ persons on your team for 5 months. And that total is $25,000. So you will earn $43,500 if everybody came in on a 1-point product. I'm good with that. Or on this side, if everybody came in with a 2-point product, you're going to earn $51,000. And if it's international, the difference is $500. So it would be $50,500. So let me ask you a question. In the journey of the broke, as we like to call it, where do we go and have a windfall of $50,000 by the end of the year? Where do we go? Who pays you that, right? So when we never advocate that, you leave for this opportunity. In my particular case, though, I hadn't found a decent job yet. And so this became what I fought for because I wanted to create the income and not have to go back to work for somebody else. I don't know if I ever told you the last little job I tried to take in Virginia Beach, the company tried to play me. They took me from paying me per hour They put me in the field with no notice. Now I've got to drive these miles. I'm on commission versus salary, right? Then they said, well, we're going to take back, what did they say? We're not going to pay you for mileage and gas now, right? We're no longer going to cover that. Now, mind you, I'm still on commissions. Then they said, oh, well, now, and I think they were paying me per hour. And then they put me on commissions. We're no longer going to pay you per hour while you're out there. We're only going to pay you commissions. So I'm no longer getting a gas stipend. I'm no longer getting, my salary, right? We're only going to pay you commissions. And then they went on to say something else crazy. Met me over in Hampton at the Air and Space Museum to have this conversation. And they said, it's only going to be commissions on sales that you create, not somebody you're servicing for the company. So now I'm out here with nothing. And I'm like, are they serious right now? They are playing me. And so that was in December. They said, and I told them, I said, it wasn't fair. And I actually just sat there quiet because I've learned to not say anything if I can't say anything nice. So I just sat there quiet, like looking at this guy, like, is he serious right now? So he said, well, I don't like it either. We'll see what we can do. When we come back the first of the year, we'll have a meeting. First of the year, who did not show up? I didn't. I didn't show up. Why? What would be the purpose of showing up? Because you're not taking care of me. So for me, this became something that I worked very, very diligently on because, guys, I wasn't going to let people just continue to take advantage of my time, talent, and treasures. But here's the beautiful thing. For that person who's aggressive enough, and everybody hasn't done it. Again, there are only 7 of us who've earned the 50,000. But there's nobody who's ever done this. You pull this off, guys, in your first 100 days, and the company gives you one more bite at the apple. They reset on the day that you hit your 100, they reset another 100 days. And they give you another 100 days, Paul, to put in another 100 people. And that's really getting all your people, what? 3 and 3. As a matter of fact, all your people only need 1. But if we go with the rule of 1/3, you're going to have about 33 people that stick. Get all of them 3. That's another 100 people. That's another $51,000 in your first 6 months in business. I'm just saying, $100,000 in 6 months. As a matter of fact, the Wealth Builder Ring, I wish I'd have known, Sharonica. I didn't know that, right? I'd have probably been more motivated, right? But I did not know that when we first got started in the business. So I want you to understand your compensation training, because you have, if you don't understand where your money is coming from or how amazing the company actually is, during those times, because it's going to be ups and there's going to be downs, and there's going to be ups and there's going to be downs. If you don't understand what you're working towards, you can easily get distracted by something that really shouldn't distract you. Now let's close out with understanding your director program. And so for those of you who are for those of you who are actually on the training, understand this, and I think there's another message in the chat. Let me make sure I answer that quickly. Thank you, Miss Sharonica. She said we did that, right? All right, so let's see if I make sure I didn't miss another message. Yes, bananas. It is bananas. It really, really is. Now our executive platform, okay? When I was with another company prior to this one, Sylvia and I were there, and Mama Bridget was there. When we qualified for the car, and my credit was so tore up, I had to buy my upline's car, and we created like a truth in lending document between us and sent it to corporate. They approved it. And the way they did it was, of course, you had to go get a car in your name, get a loan in your name, and then they would reimburse you if you held your numbers for that month. They reimburse you, and if you didn't, you got no reimbursement. So, needless to say, there were repossessions that happened in the company. I was blessed never to have mine repossessed or fall under well, I fell under my numbers, but they had like an alternative qualification. I always at least maintain the alternative qualification. And so with the director program, and I wish I could merge this call that's coming in. Hold on one quick second. Dr. Pruitt, I really wish I could merge you into this compensation training call. I wonder if I could do that, because we're on Zoom. But at any rate, may I call you back in a second, sir? I'll send you the link. Okay. All right. So guys, this is a director, and we're going to merge him into the training. So give me 1 second to send him the link. And he called that perfect timing. I did not do that, Sylvia. That was not me. But we're going to send him that. And when he comes in, I mean, who better to explain the compensation than a director, this portion of the compensation than a director. So once he logs in, family, once I see him pop in, then we'll cover this. So our director program is very different. You choose a Dodge Charger or a Dodge Challenger, any color in the world that you want, as long as the car is white, right? Any color in the world that you want, as long as the car is white. So they purchase the car. They pay license, taxes, title, and licensing fees for the car, right? Right? I know, Sylvia. They pay insurance on the car. This is your company car. This is your company, right? Company car. I need to watch my guest list to make sure I don't speak and he's on the call. Hold on. So let's make sure. Dr. Pruitt. Okay, he's not here yet. I don't see him yet, but so as soon as I see him pop on, then we'll introduce him to you. So this is your company car. Now, you have 500 persons on your team. Remember that residual income we were talking about? You're actually earning $6 per person, so that's $3,000 per month that you're earning every single month in residual income. Every single month. Why? Because you don't have to go out and get those 3,000 persons, right? You don't have to go out and get those 3,000 persons. You actually, all you have to do is they're already there. You're just adding to them by helping people to get 3 and free. They pay you a stipend of $2,000. I never had that before when I earned a company car once upon a time back in another company. So that's $5,000 per month right there, just in those 2 pieces of the comp plan. Times 12 months in a year, guys, that's $60,000 extra dollars. $60,000 extra dollars that's in 2 pieces of the comp plan. Not to mention, family, you're still earning, right? You're still earning in the other side of the compensation plan, right? You're still earning the $1,000 bonuses and the matches and the overrides. All of that's still happening while you're driving your company car. Fascinating, amazing. And which 2 teams? Do both teams count towards the car? Absolutely. And that's why you love on both sides of your team, whether it's your fast start team or your team builder team, because everybody begins to count. Then, family, right? Then as you continue to grow your business, make sure I'm not missing him. All right, as you continue to grow your business, you will grow to where you'll get your first personal car. This one is personal. So what that means, Paul and Ty, is that once you earn this particular car, you're going to give this one back. I'm not 100% sure they're going to want mine back, Sharonica, because I'm going to drive the brakes off of it. I promise you. I put 70,000 miles on my car, and what's today? Today is the what? What's today's date? My car will be 2 years old in just another 2 days, and it's already 73,000, right? So I'm gonna drive the brakes off of it. So I don't know if they're gonna take it back. But when you get here, you have 2,000 people on your team. There are 2,000 members on your team when you get to this particular place, right? Now remember that $6 in commission? That's $12,000 per month residual income, willable to your children, your spouse, and your children and your children's children, however you want to set it up, Tammy. Plus, your marketing director bonus at regional director actually goes to, that might be Dr. Pruitt. I see 14 people. Hold up. Yes! I'm sorry, Sam. I didn't mean to scare you. That's Dr. Pruitt. So let me digress as I bring to the stage, and let me give him his just dues. And so I'm going to unmute you, Dr. Pruitt. So family, this is, you know how we have side chicks? I have a sideline mentor as well that is just giving me so much guidance to help the team to actually win. So let me tell you, he is, not only has he built teams of thousands and then tens of thousands of people, not only has he, Dr. Pruitt, and his wife, Marcia, not only have they done that themselves, what has been the biggest piece for them is that they've helped thousands of people earn, strong, 5-figure incomes and 6-figure incomes, because for them, it's not enough that they're winning if their team is not actually winning. He is a $1 million earner in a year, not like over a tenure, but in a year, multiple times over. He and his wife, Dr. Marcia, are people who care about other people. And their goal is that the Surge team wins, not just their team wins, that the Surge team win. And so they pour as much as they can into those of us that they're mentoring. But family, I have so much respect for them because there's a quiet, cool, passionate confidence that they radiate, not just into their organization, but for everybody that they're mentoring. But let me tell you something. When we talk about a heart of gold, when we talk about people that love to have fun, but when it's about business, he said to me last night, we're in a blitz. Right now, they're in a 90-day blitz. And I want to say they're well over 400 and who knows people in just their first 30 days. So when we're talking to somebody who knows about getting to marketing director and how marketing director works, it would be this couple because they've done it. They've helped somebody else do it. They've got other people on deck about to do it. So please help me welcome to the front of the call, none other than Dr. James and Marcia Pruitt. Dr. Pruitt, welcome to the call. I think I unmuted you, Dr. Pruitt. Oh, you're remuted. Hold on. Somehow you got remuted. All right, let me keep trying. See if you can unmute on your side, Dr. Pruitt.
Well, thank you so very much, Janice, for having me. I'm super delighted that you chose to invite me today. What an honor it is to participate in this platform. And I just heard all the wonderful, nice words you said during that introduction. And I just can't wait to hear what I'm going to say. How can I be of assistance to you and your group that you have on the line this evening, today?
Thank you so much. We've talked about 3 and Free. We've talked about Team Builder. We've talked about your unlimited $1,000 bonuses and the 10,000. We talked about the $50,000 bonus, and now, Dr. Pruitt, we're talking about marketing director. Just a general snapshot, so as not to douse people with too much information. I kind of am keeping it as generalized as possible. But I guess if you could share with the team the power of the platform.
I'll be happy to do so. And let me just kind of say that everything that Janice has, the foundation that she's laid thus far, really is something I think is completely unique to the entire industry. And the reason I say that is the goals here in this earnings program are really very, very clear. And let me tell you what I mean. There are certain programs that you don't know what you have to do to make $1,000. I mean, do I put one person here, volume here, balance this, that, the other? Here, it really is quite simple. 7 platinum memberships, $1,000 comes to you next week. And there's no limit on how many of those you can earn. And as you begin to do that, you begin to build, begin to work in your team builder network, folks, you're producing other people that do the same thing. The reason I'm saying this is this builds the foundation for our executive program. And our executive program is called the Director Program. And that's what she's talking about right now is the Director Program. And let me just give you an overview of how this works, how simple it is to get there. And once you get there, you're really helping other people get there as well. Here's what I mean. To become a director on the first level, I call it first level director, which is marketing director. It's very simple. It's 500 in your total team. The good thing about this is there's no time limit to do so. And here's what's great. You're going to have certain people that shoot for the same thing that you're shooting for. And as you hit that 500 in your total team, no more than a third in a leg, that's when you become a marketing director. Here's what that means, folks. That means that now they're going to pay you a director check every single month, in addition to the earnings that you've already earned. But now you got to choose between a Dodge Charger, Dodge Challenger. They buy the car, they pay the insurance, and they pay you $2,000 a month to drive it. Let me ask you a question. If they bought you a Charger or a Challenger and they paid the insurance for you and they paid you $2,000 a month to drive it, would you drive it? I know you're shaking your head. I would be bobbing my head at the same time as well. And once you're here, guess what? Now you're only trying to help other people do the same thing. And now as they begin to shoot for director and they begin to slowly take that step, that next step, that next step, this is what propels you to a regional director. What that means, folks, is now the director pay each month grows from $2,000 to $4,000. But here's where it changes up a little bit, because now you choose between a Mercedes-Benz, a BMW, or a Jaguar, but now they title the car in your name, you drive the car, and then they sign it over to you. It's literally your car. But keep in mind, you're now at this level because you're helping other people reach the marketing director level. And as they begin to hit that level and others begin to hit that level, that's going to propel you to the next level. So this is a really big game of how many people can you help to achieve their goals. So what I like to do when we bring in new people is find out what they want to achieve, find out what goals they have, and you commit to their goals. Forget about yours. You just commit to helping them hit their goals, and that's what propels you to being a national director. Now, when you hit national director, you're going to be earning $8,000 every month. I want to pause right here, and I'm going to ask you to just imagine your budget, your bills, your lifestyle, and you knowing that every single month that you're going to get a check in the mail for $8,000 in addition to the earnings that you're already earning. See, this is when it becomes difficult to arrive at your job on time. You know what I mean? You start showing up late and you don't care if they write you up. You know why? Because you're making $8,000 every single month anyway. And if they don't understand what time it is, you can just look down at your watch and let them know, because you're looking down at a presidential Rolex, folks. They start at about $40,000. Just imagine sitting in your Mercedes or your BMW or Jaguar, and you got the window down, your arms hanging out, and that presidential Rolex is blinging like, boy, nothing but a presidential Rolex can bling. I'm telling you something. Those are truly outstanding pieces of artwork, in my opinion. So now you're at the national director level. You got other people hitting marketing director. You got a few other people hitting regional director. But here's the key. Everybody now begins to have a certain level of trust because they see people hitting it. They see people achieving it. And now here's the whole thing that propels me, that gets me excited every single time, is that once you reach national director, the next step there is to become an executive director. But now you don't have that job anymore, because now your director pay is $12,000 every single month. Just picture that. I really want you to picture that, 12 grand every single month. And you've already got the Mercedes, the BMW in the garage. You're still wearing the presidential Rolex, but now you got to go all the way down to the dealership and pick out the 2-door or the 4-door Bentley. And what a fun trip that is, you know? Which would you choose? You know, we had a conversation with our kids, and I asked Marcia which one she wanted. That's my wife. And she said she'll take the 2-door Bentley with the convertible. And then our kids said, well, what about us? And we said, well, what about you? You know, because that's the good part. We're the ones working hard. We're providing. They're already driving the Mercedes. They're already doing all that. So this is a really fun time for you to think about earning that kind of income. And again, let me say it just for the record. They're going to title this car in your name. You're going to drive it. And then they're going to sign it over. It's really your Bentley. So now when you go to the grocery store, you don't park in the closest parking spot. You park all the way at the back of the parking lot when you drive your Bentley to the grocery store. Why? Because you don't want anybody to bang up against it. But now you got to have that Bentley walk. You know what I mean? Because everybody saw you pull up, and then they're watching who's getting out of the Bentley. And you got to get that cool Bentley walk. You know what I mean? From way in the back of the parking lot all the way into the grocery store. Boy, you get pretty good with that Bentley walk. You know what I mean? And some of the people on our team, I joke around and say, hey, you guys practicing your Bentley walk? Are you practicing your Bentley walk? They're going to be watching you walk from the back of the parking lot all the way to the grocery store. And then somebody's going to say, can we help you out? Can we help you with the groceries? You're like, you know what? I will take some help. I know you only bought some bread and some eggs and a gallon of milk, but I need some help. Help me all the way to the back of the parking lot. Oh, yeah, by the way, that's my Bentley. And so that's the fun thing, to just picture and imagine. And by the way, when you picture and you imagine these type of things, you don't realize it, but you're calling it in to your experience. You're calling it in to your actual reality. So picture that, visualize that. You'll hear me say it over and over again, that you don't get what you want out of life. You get what you picture. The things that you picture are literally coming attractions, just like a trailer of a movie. They're coming attractions of the things you can expect in your life. And so now you're just, at this point, you're really just focusing on how many marketing directors you can achieve, helping those marketing directors become regional directors, helping the regional directors become national directors. You truly become totally focused, not on your goals, but on the goals of other people. And lo and behold, what happens next? Well, you achieve that $1 million cash bonus. Now, there is a gotcha. I got to tell you, there is a gotcha. There is a catch with that $1 million cash bonus. And that's the presidential director level. Here's the catch. They're going to pay it to you in 2 payments. You receive one payment of $500,000 in cash, and then next year you get another payment of $500,000 in cash. Is that okay? That's okay with you?
I'm good.
I think that's okay with most of us. You know why? Because at that point, it doesn't matter anyway. You're not spending that. You're saving that. You're donating that. You're giving it to your relatives. I've been there before. We put all of our neighbors on both sides of us through college. We've given family members salaries for doing what? Nothing. And, you know, that's just what it's like when you work hard and you're able to achieve a certain level of success. So, Janice, I appreciate you inviting me to this format. And I've just kind of given you an idea of what type of executive program is here. If you just apply your faith, you'll just take that step-by-step approach, know that you're getting better every single day. And I want each of you to know that you're truly blessed to have a leader like Janice Parker. I mean, she is so committed and she is destined to achieve some great things. And all she talks about is her team. I mean, we talk at night, we talk during the day, we talk early in the morning. She's just talking about you guys and talking about you guys. Like, oh, okay, I get it. You got a great team. I get it. And she keeps talking about her team and telling me about the event she just did and showing me the pictures and telling me your names and this person here is committed. That's when you know you got a real leader that truly believes in the people that she's working with. She talks more about you guys achieving things than she does about her achieving her goals. And that's when you know you have somebody you can really count on that's going to be swinging and ducking for your success. So thanks so much for inviting me to participate. I want to pass the baton back to you.
Thank you so very much, Dr. Pruitt. Excellent, excellent, excellent. And family, I am learning to, you know, that Dr. Pruitt has a very, very good way of conveying a lot without having to say very, very much. And I am working on that. He is an empowerer and he's an affirmer. And so what I love, family, is that the direction that some of the things that we're implementing and we're learning, as I expressed to him when we did train to trainer, probably 70% of the information came from the things that I've been learning and not only just hearing, but watching how he leads. And so I thank you so very much, you and Dr. Marcia. I did get the playback for today at noon. I'll be diving into that information, but thank you so much for taking time out because your team is huge and you took out that last 15 minutes for us and it means so much.
Well, Janice, I want to do this. I'd like to invite you, Janice, to join us tomorrow on our Jet Set Leadership training call. We're going to be doing a training call tomorrow. I'd like to invite you just to make a special appearance, just like I've made here. Say a few words if you don't mind. And anybody that wants to plug in, they're welcome to do so. And we're just one big family. I know that our checks come from sirs, but our blessings come from above. And if we can help you, we're helping the whole company. Thanks so much. I'm going to wrap up by just saying the harvest is plenty. Abundance is your birthright and greatness is your destiny. Back to you, ma'am.
Amen. Thank you so very much, Dr. Pruitt. We appreciate you. Well, family, with that being said, there's nothing else to say. Dr. Pruitt has just driven it home. And so my goal for you now is exactly what he just said. The harvest is plentiful. Abundance is your right. What was the last one? Harvest is plentiful. Abundance is your right. I'll do the replay. But what he just said, what Dr. Pruitt just said. So God bless each and every one of you, family. Thank you so much for chiming in. If there are any questions, we can take another 3 to 4 minutes and just do questions, but I think we've summarized enough of it for you. This is going to be on a replay, okay? It will be in our group so that you guys can listen to it over and over and over again. And particularly circle back to when Dr. Pruitt was talking about this particular platform, because the way he just said it just excited me. I hadn't done my Bentley walk yet, but I'm going to get it. I'm going to get my Bentley walk. I don't know if this is cool or not, but I'm going to practice on it until I get it. Have a great day, guys. God bless each and every one of you. Some of you I will see over the weekend, Friday and Saturday at presentations. And thank you so very much, Mike. And some of you, family, I will see in Brazil. All right? So we will talk to you very, very soon. God bless you, family. Have a great afternoon. You're quite welcome, Miss Sharonica. Thank you, Mike. Appreciate you. Miss Rhonda, you're quite welcome. Thank you, Mike. It was a super call. Thank you so very much for that. All right. Appreciate you guys. Have a great afternoon. Bye-bye.